What time is it?
Saturday.
Prime time.
It's time for the rivalry. We all know why, but now we're getting live to see.
Hey, it's going down, baby. The boys from the Bay are playing OKC.
Russ, Melo, and PG. Clay, Curry, and KD.
Steven Adams and Dream on Anchor and the D.
Two teams trying to fight for the victory, but let's see who goes down in history.
Prime time, baby, it's prime time.
He is the absolute defensive player of the year. You take a look at how disruptive he is. One-on-one against an elite offensive player. Does not require help. Disruptive, comes up with the steal. Look at the head on the swivel, paying attention to his man and the basketball. Comes up with the steal. Active. If you take him away from the ball, he's still in the action. Paying attention, sniffing out what you're trying to do, coming up with steals, creating time and time again quality offense in transition for Westbrook and the Thunder. Meanwhile, Russell Westbrook had a buzzer beater in the first game after the All-Star break and another triple-double as the Thunder continue getting acclimated with the new Big Three. Expedia reminds us we're in Oakland for this terrific matchup between the Thunder and the Warriors. And we'll return for the tip after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
NBA Saturday Primetime on ABC is presented by YouTube TV. YouTube TV, cable-free live TV, is here.
Opening minutes here at Oracle Arena, a one-point game. For tonight's Fresh Take, brought to you by Subway. It's head coach Jeff Van Gundy of Team USA. His team in the FIBA America's World Cup qualifying last night. The passion, the fire, the misery, but ultimately the victory. He's now perfect as head coach of Team USA. They beat Cuba handily last night. They'll play Puerto Rico. Westbrook already 5 points and 7 rebounds. Let's check out who was in the zone, brought to you by AutoZone. Mark?
Steve Kerr calls a timeout. This is outstanding defense. The trap, the rotation, the multiple effort getting back to the shooter. Curry overruns Westbrook, but they get back to the pitcher contest. The one thing they did not do is secure the last line of your defense. Gave up a second shot opportunity and paid the price. That will upset a coach.
First quarter. Well, 22 misses, 19 points. They're only down 5. A lot of offensive firepower on the floor. A lot of good defense as well. Thanks, MB. Look at the Eastern Conference standings. Philadelphia in the 7th spot right now. And much like the Eastern Conference, you win or lose a couple, you can really change several positions. But the consistency of the Toronto Raptors, that's the story in the East right now. You think not only do they have the 2 All-Stars, they have an underrated coach in Dwayne Casey. You love their bench.
Well, preach all you want, but it's nothing like the congregation hearing you and responding. Quality offense after the timeout by Steve Kerr. His team comes out, execute first the back door, then the extra pass, knockdown 3. That's Warriors basketball.
You know, we talk how half comes to an end. These two teams getting after it here at Oracle Arena. Kevin Durant with a huge second quarter. Leads all scores with 19. Durant 7 of 12 from the field. Hit 3 threes. And after trailing by 5, Golden State now leads by 7. Stay tuned to the H&R Block halftime report coming up after these messages.
NBA Saturday Primetime on ABC, presented by YouTube TV. Brought to you by Burger King. Mix or match 2 of our favorite sandwiches for just $6. And Uber, the official ride of Game Time.
Celtics' pursuit of a 1 seed in the East continues against an old rival tonight. We're going to check in on Boston and New York next.
Uncle Drew.
Show you how the East Coast rocks.
This halftime report is brought to you by H&R Block. Get your taxes won.
Welcome back to NBA Saturday Primetime, presented by YouTube TV. Kevin Durant, 19 points to lead all scorers. Golden State was down by 5 in the second quarter. Got some great defense from JaVale McGee to make it a frustrating first half for Paul George. As Russell Westbrook and the Thunder really struggling shooting, but hanging in there. It's a 7-point game. As we look at the first half stats, brought to you by Geico. Amazing in some ways that OKC only down 7, despite the fact that they're shooting 33% from the field. It's given them an opportunity for 11 offensive rebounds. But for OKC, you look at Kevin Durant.
NBA Saturday Primetime on ABC, presented by YouTube TV. Brought to you by Mitsubishi Motors. Drive your ambition.
3 now for Kevin Durant.
Got to be willing to sprint back on defense. You don't, you have matchup problems. Durant against Adams gets to his spot in the beautiful left-hand strip.
Welcome back to NBA Saturday Primetime. It's presented by YouTube TV here in Oakland. Meanwhile, coming up tomorrow night, a Sunday night matchup on ESPN. Sixers and the Wizards from D.C. NBA Countdown tips off the coverage with Chris Bosh joining the crew in the studio. Meanwhile, how about this for your first bucket of the game?
Little jab step, jab step. You know the rules for great scorers. Hand up, so what?
He had really struggled. Was 0 for 9 before he got that one.
Steph Curry knocks down the 3 and then comes off the curl. How about the drop off behind the back pass to Pachulia? Having fun. Too much sauce.
This building is shaking. A 14-0 run to end the third quarter. The Warriors are blown it open. 84-66. NBA Saturday Primetime presented by YouTube TV continues after this message and a word from our ABC station. Billy Donovan feeling the same way you used to feel like when you were a young player.
NBA Saturday Primetime on ABC is presented by YouTube TV. YouTube TV, cable-free live TV is here.
Certainly come out to play, and their leader, Steph Curry, putting on a clinic. Don't tell me he's not a point guard. Ending the quarter. 3.8 to go, in trouble. He's aware and alert, understanding time, possession, and where his teammates are. Look at the tremendous find. Nick Young in the corner. And how about the celebration? Acknowledge greatness, my friends.
Curry had 44 points on Thursday night, the first game after the All-Star break. And after the slow start, 21 points, 9 rebounds. And time for tonight's hot delivery. It's brought to you by Pizza Hut. The Oklahoma City just 73 points after going 2-0 against Golden State in the first 2 meetings. What a defensive turnaround for Golden State, even in this game.
Defending Paul George. Take a look every single time he tries to make a play. Active hands, contesting shots, blocking shots. Nothing easy against special players is the way you defeat them. And all night long, they are frustrated. Paul George with stellar discipline defense. Extra help, multiple epic plays. Mama said there'd be days like this.
On ESPN and the ESPN app. So the final score from Oracle Arena, the Warriors 112, the Thunder 80. For producer Tim Corrigan, director Jimmy Moore, our outstanding ABC crew, of course, for Mark and Lisa. Mike Green saying thanks for watching. Coming up next, your late local news, except on the West Coast. Thanks for watching the ESPN on ABC, home of the NBA Finals.